Greetings. So today's project at hand is another nursery pot makeover. I am out of town and have been taking a lot of walks out in the woods and gathering a few items, and I thought it would be fun to create a pot that would be just beautiful for like a fern or coral bells, or something that you see a lot of when you are in the mountains. So here are some items that we are going to need to get started today. We do have our nursery pot. It has been cleaned. I found it in the garage here, and it is ready to go. And just some gathered items. So I have, some wood bark, some different pine cones, branches, some thicker bark that's just got some beautiful pieces there. Moss, there was some moss that had been disturbed, so I grabbed it thinking that might be useful. This is going to be a messy project, just giving you a heads up. I did grab, is that not beautiful? Look at that. Wow, and look at the moss on the other side. So gorgeous, so gorgeous. And I do have like a couple of sticks, that were just laying on the ground. A hot glue gun. It's just not the best hot glue gun ever, but it will serve our purpose for today. And some glue sticks. Is there anything else? Nope. Nope. I don't think so. But as you know, if you are a crafter, sometimes you grab something at the last minute. So that is a possibility. There will be a complete list of everything that I've used today in the description. So if we do add something, I will be sure that it is listed there. So why don't we just jump right in and see what we can do with this. All right. Yeah. So I've got some bigger pieces I think I'm going to try to start with to get the main coverage for this pot. Let's see. Oh goodness, these are going to be messy. That's okay. Let's see if we've got any that don't really have to be cut down too much. That's a really good one that I don't have to do anything else with, but that one's a good one. Some of these, the plan is right now, unless something just falls apart, is to use some of these that already have that nice little, I don't know if you can see that, they have a nice little curve to them already. So that's kind of the plan, but we will see how all of this works out. Let's just get started. Okay, here we go. We're just going to take that little piece off, and got our glue gun ready to go. We're just going to add a good coating of hot glue to this and just add it onto our pot and hope that something adheres really well with that first round. And then we're going to go back and we'll tuck some more glue in there, because I'm sure that is not going to be the end of that. Make sure not to melt this pot while we're working on this. Let's find another couple of spots that we can get some glue in there. Wow, it's really hot even on the back side of this. I don't see it melting through though, so that's okay. Just be careful if you're doing this at home, especially, this is a pretty decent nursery pot. This is not as flimsy as some that I've had. So I would say that if you're going to go into your garage and you have some nursery pots already there, grab a nursery pot that is a little more substantial, if you will. Okay, let's move to another piece. I'd like to have something. I wonder if this would keep that. There we go. Looky there. let's just gingerly break you. See which way that might go on the best. I just don't know if I can just break a little more off this end. Let's see, yeah. I'm just trying to keep it, you know, relatively even with the bottom of the pot, so it's not all wonky when you go to use it. Let's just get some of that, like where termites or something were eating at it at one point. All right, here goes the next one. Put a quick coat real down just to get us started. Try not to touch it with your fingers when you're doing that. And there we go. Let's see. Let's see if we can fill in a little bit. The plan, if we can get, you know, 3 or 4 larger pieces through here, then we will just fill in with all the other little stuff, the moss and the sticks and the, you know, all those kinds of things. So that would be the hope. All right, so we're just going to pull this off right here. Try not to make a huge mess. Maybe that. Whoops. Okay. And I'm going to need to take a little more off of that, I think. Or, you know what? I could just bring it up and it could just come above the lip. Why wasn't I doing that before? See if we did it that way. I think it would actually adhere better. Let's do it that way. This is going to take quite a bit of glue, I think. Let's just go ahead and put that down so that we can maybe get that at least first little glue stick going. Let's put us another. Yeah, so this glue is going fast. You know, this is a pretty easy peasy project. The biggest thing is, you know, which is a wonderful thing to be doing, is going out and gathering. Probably took longer than the pot's going to take. We're going to get one more large piece right in here. Let's see how that's going to work out. That's not too bad, is it? Let's turn it around just to make sure. Yeah, I think that's where we want. We want probably like that, which means I'm going to need to take some of this off the top for sure. Oh, this one is a little harder. Okay, and then we're going to need to take some off the bottom. Okay. And I think we're going to actually have to take a little off the side to be able to really get a good glue stick on here. Just clean that off just a little bit. Let's put this first one down. a little more down in there. Okay, while we're waiting for that to dry, let's just look at some of these other areas. I might glue that one down. I might like to bring all that up somewhat if I have enough to do that. Let's just put this guy right here. I wouldn't worry too much about if you can see the glue with this first layer, because you can always use moss or nuts if you were able to gather some nuts, you know, things like that, to actually hide some of that. So maybe this stuff is going to come up. Oh, looky there. I love this. This is the actual side that you would have seen, and this was the side that was against the tree. But isn't that gorgeous? I just love the way that looks. Wow. I wonder if we can get that to, or one of these. See, now this one I do like the outside too, though, because it's got all that moss action happening. This one's a little thinner. It might be a little easier to work with somewhere. I wonder if it feels like that would stick well right there. So let's try using this one. Again, I'm going to need some more. We'll bring that above that line so that we have it. Oopsie. Oopsie. Oh my goodness. Isn't that pretty? Just gonna tuck that right in there. I don't feel like it's going to lay very well. We could probably do something right there, just to put something a little bigger. Let's see. Do we want to use this one? Kind of big for this. Let's see. How about that? Maybe. Would that work right there? Okay. I think we decided this guy right in here, maybe. He's basically going to attach right there and right here. So let's just put that in place while we reload our glue gun. Put that in place while we reload our glue gun. We are making quite the mess, aren't we? This is funny. Such a mess. I think we're pretty good. I think we're going to start just maybe adding some embellishment. Use. So let's use this little, maybe right in here for this other one, for this one. Would be good. Okay, little stick that we could put around here somewhere. Just break you off and maybe put you, I don't know, maybe like that. Maybe add a little dot right there where it seems to want to go. Okay. Okay, so we have a few things stuck on here. We've got us a pine cone. I'd like to have another little pine cone. See if I've got anything else in this basket. No, I've got some nice little pieces of bark. Got a little bit more of this. So I have this other little pine cone I found. Go right here maybe. Let me just take a look at it real quick. Okay. Maybe a little more woody something up here. Maybe I'll build that out just a tad bit. Build that out and then bring another piece of wood. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to go back and replenish my glue sticks before too long. I don't want this way. I think I want it this way. Okay. Here we go. Alright, so, whoops, one's not quite where it needs to be yet. Start adding some mossy elements in here. Drop a little glue down in there just to secure that moss in here once we add it. There we go. All right, let's keep going. A little more moss. This is just going to help hide, you know, those blank spots and all of that. So I think actually we are just about finished. We just need to, you know, do a couple little things like right here. Go. So let's just take some of our moss and just add it down here. There we go. Okay. And I'm having to be really careful right now, just because let's just add a big piece of moss right here. So if we want to do the whole thing, let's do that. As we are coming to the end of this project, I'd like to thank you for joining me. I do hope that if you decide to do something like this, that you will use hashtag the practicing crafter or use my call signs on whatever social media you happen to be on, so that I can see what you created. And if you would like to see more crafty content, I do all kinds of things, you know, a lot of what I do is upcycling. So this would probably be considered an upcycle project because of the nursery pot. But if you enjoy doing crafty things and you like this kind of content, I hope that you will choose to follow my channel. We will get some pictures of this with a plant in it. I can't wait. I just love it. I don't know if you're enjoying this project or not. If you are, I would love to see a thumbs up. I'm going to go around one more time just to see if we've missed anything that needs to be addressed. Okay, next I think we're gonna tuck a little moss right in here behind this guy to hide that glue. Let me hide this little area right here, kind of missed. See if we can tuck this in behind here. I doubt anybody would ever even notice that, but the problem is I would know it was there. So sometimes you know something's going to be there, and you need to make sure that you hide it from yourself. I'm going to add that piece right in there. Yes, I'm pretty stoked about this guy, and I'm excited to get a plant in him and see what it looks like. So until next time, I hope that you will get out there, create something fun, make it yours, and really just enjoy the process. Let's go in search of inspiration and just meet back here in a few days. Bye.